Facebook. And if you're in either place, help me out. Share it out. Do all the things. Subscribe, like, you know, help me out a little bit. And make sure that you're checking in so I can do, I'm doing a drawing over on Facebook on my business page, Prairie Scraps. And so make sure you say hello when you come on in so that I can put you in the drawing for the live drawing. We're going to be doing a little Happy Mail giveaway. So anyway, this is the new Etched Butterfly, and I think it's butterflies, maybe. Yep. 2 Etched Butterflies, it's called. So big. They are 18 inches wide. And this is 18 this way, so 9 and 9. I think one's a little bit smaller just because it's narrower, but not necessarily too much narrower that way. And I want to make a pillow with this today. So that's what we're going to be doing, is using this Etched Butterfly. I think it is. They are so beautiful. Butterflies and nature are in, like those old looking, what are they called? Botanicals. The botanical pictures, they're in this year. So I'm pretty excited. Who doesn't love an old looking, who doesn't love an old looking picture book page, right? In fact, I was, do you guys have like anything that you are totally stuck on watching on Netflix or one of those places, Amazon, whatever? Are you guys like, do you have like something you binge watch? Well, we started over the weekend, New Amsterdam. I don't know if you've seen New Amsterdam. Let me know if you've seen it. But it's our new binge watch. And I don't know, we're in like the 9th episode or something of the first season. So we're not very far. But I noticed that on the walls of the house of, the psychiatrist like got one of the kids adopted into a foster home, and the bedroom had the big etched butterflies on the walls. Now, I don't think they were these, but that's what's trendy. I was so excited. It's probably an older show, but anyway. So I'm a little bit behind. Oh, that was funny. I had another number. I'm trying to get these put away so I don't lose them. These are numbers. I like to keep the numbers, all my numbers by number and letters together in my little 3x5 file box. And this is the 8 that came from doing that. So do you see the 8? All right, so many new things. I'm sorry, I apologize. I kind of wigged out last week at the end of the week. I was going to do our launch on Thursday. So we had a brand new launch, lots of new things. You've probably been seeing them already from me anyway, because I was at leadership and got a lot of them. So there's that. That was pretty exciting. That happened. If you have not checked it out, just go ahead and put new down below and I will get you a link to those new items that launched. Lots of new things. So much fun. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Make sure that you check in. Just go ahead and say, hey, tell me where you're from. And if this is your first time, put 1ST. If this is your first time watching me live. Thank you so much for joining me. We are going to be doing these etched butterflies, and I think they're going to be lots of fun. We have also available, I should tell you this, if you like these butterflies, but these are kind of big and overwhelming, I actually was kind of thinking it might look kind of cool, maybe the smaller one on a t-shirt or something. But anyway, we also have these. These are called etched bugs. I think they're available. I don't know. I think I thought I saw them available. That would be cool to go, if you like that. It's also got a butterfly on it, so that's pretty cool. Bugs, butterflies, any of those. Oh boy, I can't get this back in. I got it out. I pulled it out. All right, so that is new. A new launch. Lots of great things came out. Lots of exciting things came out. Spring is in full swing. So there is that. So if you want to see all the things, stay tuned here. I am going to be doing a launch event. So watch for my event and make sure you say you're going to be there so that you get reminders that it is coming up. And what else? Oh, new month, lots of new things. We came up with a brand new chalk paste of the month. And speaking of new, I don't have the new one. It's called Dream Car It's a bright fuchsia. There's going to be limited supplies. They did tell us probably midway through the month it's going to run out. So if you love that pink, you need to get it. So make sure, put car down below, and I will get you a link directly to how to get that. I will actually let you know. So a few things. I got my new order that just came on Thursday. I got a lot of the transfers and things at leadership, so I didn't have to order a lot of the transfers. I kind of held off on that. But I did, however, get all the new pastes. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was not realizing I was getting jars. So I was kind of trying to hold off, but you know, it happened. This is my absolute favorite. I almost ordered another one on Thursday for myself because I couldn't remember that I actually got this. Because this came Wednesday, and Wednesday night, I actually got off of piano lessons. I saw this. I knew what was in it. I knew all my pastes and everything were in there. What I had placed an order for and a pre-order for, and didn't get it open. I went to try to rip it open, couldn't rip it open, couldn't find a scissors, so I just kind of set it down. And then I messaged my daughter, who was having a baby, and said, hey, this is my baby's story. This is my birth story. I just messaged her and said, hey, just so you know, I'm off now until next Wednesday. If you need me, this would be a great time to have the baby, because I was planning on being there for the baby, and it wouldn't have mattered. I would have taken off. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so what I didn't know at all, because she didn't tell me, was that she was kind of laboring throughout the day, off and on. And then actually at 7 o'clock, right before I told her it's okay, you can have a baby, she took a nap, got a little bit of a nap in, which was good for her. And then at 11:30, right after I had gotten to bed, I had taken some Benadryl because I've been having some allergy issues, and was like, that was just settling in. Benadryl, by the way, makes me sleep. I don't know if it makes you sleep, but it makes me sleep. And I get this call, I get a message from her husband saying, her water broke, this is happening. And I was like, oh shoot. Like, it couldn't have been a worse circumstance. I'm like, you're kidding, right? So I called him back and talked to him because I missed his phone call. I was a little startled because I was just falling asleep. And anyway, so he goes, not kidding. I'm like, serious, I just told her to go into labor and she did it. So what an obedient child I have. She's my second. I don't know. Maybe second children are more obedient than the rest. I'm not sure. But she really obeyed. And so so I packed up. I packed up everything and left. And I didn't pack up anything chocolate to her. I did think about having my husband get me some stuff. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take this time and enjoy my new grandbaby, who was born literally about 2 hours after I got there at 1 a.m. So he was born at 2:45, 2:43 or something like that. And I was there. It was so fun and such a great birth. She did so wonderful. It was awesome, all natural. And he is a little peanut. I'm in love. So here we are. I came back to my mail last night. So here we are. I'm going to share with you what I got. I'm pretty excited. This is my favorite one. It is called Eggshell Blue. My husband said it should be called Robin's Egg Blue. Hey, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking in. Yes, this should be the color of the year, right? Because I just had a baby boy. I think he's mine because I was there. But really, she did awesome. She did just fantastic. He is so healthy and beautiful and, you know, all the things. But Eggshell Blue, I'm pretty excited about. So I was really torn because I was thinking about using this, but this is not in ink. This is a paste. So unfortunately, we won't be using the paste tonight. But that one I'm pretty excited about. This is a new, I should just go through the non-shimmers. This is Peach Cobbler. It's kind of a brighter orange. If you can see, I've got more of like a coral on. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's super bright. It's called Peach Cobbler. It is a regular chalk paste. This is a brand new color. Released, and then to go with it is this Wild Lime. I think they actually kind of go nicely together, actually. So Wild Lime is another new color that we got. And then Shimmer Violet. This is a really pretty violet. For those of you that are purple people, please start sending me ideas about what I can use purple for. I have realized I like purple. I I wouldn't say purple's my favorite color or that I hate it, but I find that I don't know what to do with it. So I just have no imagination for any sort of purple. But this is very beautiful. Shimmer violet, and it's got the shimmer in it, so you don't have to add any sparkles to it. It comes with its own. And then another sparkly one that came out is the shimmer flamingo. And I think it's going to be, even though it looks exactly like my shirt, doesn't it? I think it's going to be more pinky, more of a, I don't know. Anyway, so, and then the other bright color that came out was that it's called Dream Car, and you could get that right now only with a purchase. So if you want more information on how you can get that color of the month, we have a chalk paste of the month going on, so that's pretty exciting. All right, so the other thing I did get was power palettes, because when you order a project, you can get a set of singles that are in a power palette combination. So I kind of want to share these because I have a hard time, like, I am very pictorial. You probably all are too if you're crafters, right? So I struggle like telling what's in each palette. So I just got the palettes to kind of figure it out. If you wanted to not pick out a bunch of colors, these are palettes that kind of go together. This is the Shimmer Harvest. And then this is Peachy Keen, which is another kind of very pale peach. And then Pesto. This palette is called the Vintage Vibes. So these are a little bit more vintagey looking. Camel is in that. As you guys know, I use a lot of camel because I have a lot of camel open. Dune is one of my favorites. It's kind of like an off-white almond-ish look. We did have almond too. And then Shimmer Rose Gold, which is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so that's the Vintage Vibes pack. If you would like a link for that, just put vintage down below and I can get you directly to it. You don't even have to work at it at all. All right, so that's one of those. The other palette is called Good Times Palette Pack. And I think this might be like these new summer colors. New summer colors. Let's see. Each of them these are singles, but I will tell you that once you open them, just use what you want to use and then fold it over and put a little clip on it, keep it in a cool spot, and you will use this a lot more. Oh, these are really pretty, actually. Peach Cobbler, that's one of the ones I just got in a jar. Sunnyside, I just actually ordered this as well because I thought it was a very pretty one. Anything that says shimmer has those sparkles in it. This is Marvelous. A lot of people really love this. I was scared of it because of the name. If any of you, hey Sue, good to see you. Make sure you check in and say where you're watching from. So if you were like in the 80s and 90s, you might be shy about using something that's called Marvelous. Mauve. I don't know. My mom's whole house is like mauve, and so I was worried about using it. But it is a very pretty, like soft pinkish color. Not as mauve-y as you would think. Not what I was thinking anyway. So Marvelous is in this pack. And then Storm, my very favorite gray color. That is my favorite. And then Sage, which is very beautiful. Sage. Okay, so that is the Good Times palette pack. So you can get 6 of these in one pack. It just kind of helps you pick out what's going to color coordinate for your projects. If you're looking for a certain palette, this is a great way to go and get a variety. And of course, you always need like a white and a black because those are the most popular, most used colors. Okay, so that's another palette pack. And last but not least, this is called the Spring Fling pack. I'm opening all these. I don't even... Oh, great. Eastern Washington. Very good. I'm trying to think. I'm directionally challenged. So we might be near each other. How far are you from Spokane, Leslie? Yes, Indiana. My Midwestern friends too. Watching from Mom's couch. Silly goose. I love that. Okay, so these are the Spring Fling packets. This is guava. Kind of a good color. Kind of a softer orange. Peony or peony, whichever way you say it. Do you say O or 2.5 hours. Yeah, that's about how far I am actually in Idaho. Shimmer Harvest, well, 3 hours. So we're about halfway to Spokane to each other. Because I'm up by, I'm right up in the middle, right out, like I go to Lewiston, Clarkston for groceries. So that's about an hour and a half from me. And then it's, you know, further. Shimmer Harvest, I say that. This is one of my favorites. I love this one right now. We've been doing all this sunflower stuff for the baby, or for the bridal shower. I'm all baby right now. Berry, isn't that beautiful? It's a, I don't know, is that, Sue, I think you are a purple girl. And then Couture Teal, always a good one. Always a good one. Couture Teal, you can see it matches. And then, last but not least, that Wild Lime. I think these two actually kind of really good. Actually, any of these really, you can see that palette all together. Isn't that pretty? Spring colors, for sure. Do some Easter projects. Aren't they pretty? You could do a little bit of Valentine's even out of that one. All right. Those are our packets. And then I'm very excited. This is probably the number one thing that I am really excited about that they launched. Okay, so I'm excited about a lot of things, right? I'm easily excited. Hey, Courtney, good to see you. I'm glad you joined in. Make sure you check in and tell me where you're from so I can put you into the drawing. And if this is your first time watching me live, put 1 ST. Okay, guys. They came out with ink in singles packets. I'm so excited. For those of you who've done some ink packets, you realize that jar of ink lasts forever. Oh, I know. This is what we're going to do for our project tonight. Those etched butterflies. So I got the whole, like 3 of everything. I got Cadet. That is Couture Teal. In ink. These are inks. Isn't that amazing? I'm so excited. This looks like Candy Apple Red. I got 1 or 3 of every one of the inks. So I have ink singles on hand. Shimmered Gold, which, by the way, on t-shirts looks pretty cute. These can be used on t-shirts, fabrics. You can use them on glassware, whatever you can heat set to get them set. Arizona, you have good weather. White, bright white. And then we've got the Bumblebee, which is the other yellow. Remember, the sunny side was a little bit softer yellow, but I love the Bumblebee. It is our tried and true yellow. And then Couture Coral. These, and by the way, these are all available for single packs. You can purchase single packs now and, you know, transfer and do your own t-shirts and tea towels. Meadow, that's a great green. And then Black Velvet, also a good staple. Again, if you were going to do inks and wanted to get a jar or two, black and white are the most popular. And then these would be a great way to make a couple of, you know, small projects out. I am so excited about this. I'm just saying I'm going to be picking for some Happy Mail tonight. And of everybody that came in here and checked in with your state, as well as checked in with my soda and answered the soda question, my live check-in. So check in those 2 places. I will double check, and then I will do a drawing, obviously, after I get off live. And I'm sending out some Happy Mail, and it may or may not include some ink packet, and ink packet. So, but I didn't say that. So anyway, that is that. So tonight, we're actually going to use some ink. We're going to do an ink project. I haven't done one of these in ages. This is our pillow form. It is made out of canvas. It is, I don't know, 18 by 18, close to 18 by 18, 17 by 17. It has a zipper on one side, so you fill the pillow part. But we are going to do that etched butterfly on this. I think it's going to look really cute for those of you who are really excited about that etched butterfly. I know I was. You guys, I have so many projects on the burners, back burners here. I can hardly contain myself. You guys are going to be seeing lots. So let me know what you want to see, especially with the new products. I am busy working on lots of new t-shirts. I got some long sleeve t-shirts at Costco. So this is our ink mat, and I like to use our ink mat with anything like the t-shirts, the towels, any of the fabrics, because ink does soak in. It will soak in. So you want to make sure that, and this doesn't quite fit in here actually. It is a little, I think it won't be bad, but I'm trying to get in here a little more flat. I don't want it to bend up. The reason I love the ink mat is you can put a piece of cardboard if you need to. Okay, so where does the zipper go in a pillow? On the bottom? Do I have an Ollie's? What does that mean? I'm going to put you down here on YouTube. See if I can get you to see me. Do I have an Ollie's? What does that mean? Can you help me out, Sue? Maybe I'll message you later if I don't catch what it means. So I've got bridal shower decor items going. I've got new surfaces I need to do and show you guys. Okay, yes, bottom. Good, thanks. And then t-shirts. Lots of t-shirts I want to do. I need to change out my Christmas sign. Because, you know, I keep one of our reusable chalkboards in my kitchen, my dining room area. And I usually change that out seasonally. Ollie's is a discount store. I don't. I definitely do not have Ollie's. I bet I'm going to be sad because you probably get really good deals. Do you get like t-shirts and things there? All right. I don't think this is going to fit one way. Sometimes I cut them if I think I can get them into one of my binders, but I think the big binders are kind of useless. It has to be in a really, really big binder. So I think we're going to leave it together on the sheet. Ugh, I can't get under this. Men's oh my goodness. T-shirts, $1. That's a good deal. I did find some long sleeve nice t-shirts at Costco, and they were $13, I think $12.99 for 2 of them, a 2-pack. So I grabbed them. I'm hoping they're going to fit me okay. I generally am a large size, but you know, sometimes you get these and you're like, so this is, there's a cutting seam in the middle that you want to cut, and you can use it as a guide. And for the most part, these, we have some new transfers. They're trying out some new transfer fabric. So these are a lot more sticky, or a lot more slippery, not sticky, slippery, so they don't have like the grip that the other ones have. But the good news is you won't use as much chalk paste or chalk ink on them because of that. And I'm trying to decide, should I use the bigger one or the smaller one? Oh my goodness, that $1.99 would be amazing. Walmart has them for $5.86. Yes, I need to do that. That's a good deal. Because I did Hobby Lobby, and they ended up being, even with the 30% off all the time, they ended up being like $9.99. I think I'm going to go with the smaller one. I think it's just going to, they both fit on this. We have a lumbar size pillowcase as well. And that is perfect for that big one. It is so cute, but I just don't have it on hand. So we do with what we have. We make do, as I used to tell our foster kids. The last set of foster kids, we had 5 kids and plus my 3 own at home. And there was a lot of things we were like, we're just making do because they weren't supposed to be with me long, and it was kind of an emergency placement. So anyway, I found myself all the time, we're just making do. It's okay. We're making do. All right, so this we're going to put down. Just one note about these new ones, and you'll get like a message on it. But the new ones, the copyright on them is actually, you could ink or go through or chalk through. It is clear. They're going to fix that and change it, but the first batching of these, yeah, $9 is too much for a t-shirt. So I'm just going to blue tape this the copyright on it, because I do not want to ink my pillow. So the ink is permanent. If you catch it, if you make a little mistake while it's still wet, you can do some fixing. And I'm just getting this down really well. Because this is a fabric, I do not need to do any sort of fuzzing whatsoever. But if it, could, and I've been finding these brand new transfers. I'm just making sure. It looks a little crooked to me. I think, I don't know. And I'm just going to do, I think, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing, you guys. This is going to be plain Jane, but I think it's going to look fabulous. I'm really excited about kind of having the botanical look. Just doing a plain black. It says figure 1 up here, and I'm kind of excited about that. So it does make it look like it's a botanical. So I'm pretty excited about this. Just going to do black. I'm plain Jane tonight. Now if I can find my black. Okay, this is the ink, and what I'll do after we're done here with the ink is I'll let this dry out for like, I just want it to be even. I don't know. It's a pillow, right? It's okay. Use a tape measure. Yeah, good note. Note to self. Oh, I do have these placement tapes. I could measure it. Let's see. Put this on one end. Little. Whoops. The key is to remember where you measured from. I'm going to put this down and actually use a pen, I think, on it. I may be like, measuring. Oh, I have it. I eyeballed it exactly right. This is our transfer tape, and I just have it sitting over there. You can use it for setting up the letters. However, I have it way different on the bottom here. So I have a lot more space on the top than the bottom, but not a lot more. It's about, almost a ½ inch actually. Actually, I might change it a little and move it up. I don't want to like move it around too much. Nicely, these are put on like in the middle, so if you have like an edge you can line up to, that works out nice. And of course pillows are somewhat square, depending on how they, oh boy, let's see. Am I closer? That's the question, right? To the middle. No, I went like a whole ½ inch. Use them. Now I'm going to drive myself crazy. I don't know. I'm going to go fine. I'm going to call it good. It's maybe like a ½ inch now to the top, but that's good with me. Okay, so I'm going to get this out of here because it kind of is making a little crick in there, but I wanted to show you this month's transfer for club. If you have not joined our club, this is the month to join. It says welcome-ish. Depends on who you are and how long you stay. And then it's got little flower parts to go with it. So it's really kind of cute. It would go well on an oval because those flowers are curved. So that is our monthly club transfer. You can join my club. And you get 3 singles paste packets to go with it. The 3 different paste packets with that transfer. And has lots of uses. You can use them over and over. Our transfers are reusable transfers. Sorry. You can use them 8 to 12 times, depending on how well you take care of them. All the inks and chalks will, actually, they're washable off the transfers. So the ink is permanent. Once it dries on here, I'll take it probably tomorrow sometime and use a hot iron with parchment paper as hot as the fabric will take, and then go ahead and dry it. So that is the process I use with heat setting on a t-shirt. It doesn't matter what you use, pillowcase like we're using. Let's see here. What is going? This is my black velvet, and I do have a new jar of this, but it looks like I've got plenty actually here. I'm gonna put it down, just making sure. It actually looks like it's in good shape. I'm just going to go ahead and put some gobs of it. It's so technical. Gobs of it down on the surface. And then I'm going to actually just use the squeegee. There's a handle that goes with it. But I always end up with it out. We have a large squeegee. I love using this for signs and large areas. And I'm just going to smooth it over. And the nice thing about ink, chalk, if you've used the chalk paste, it does dry up a little quicker. So you want to go quickly with the chalk paste, but the ink is okay. You can kind of make sure you're doing, you know, taking your time doing it. And this is obviously, this is going to use quite a bit more ink than a lot of your projects normally use because of the space. It's 18 inches wide by 9 inches pattern. So, you know, it's going to just use a little bit more than usual, but that's okay because it's going to be permanent for sure. Like I said, if you make a little boo-boo, which I have, if you can catch it right away, just go ahead and wet it down and wipe it off. You can use a baby wipe, or you can use, actually, what works really nice is Tide. You can go back and do it. I even had a t-shirt. If you guys saw my t-shirt, I had smeared like the E a little bit, and I was able to get that all cleaned up all around that E, no problem. So I was really impressed, actually. I'm really gobbing it up. It's okay if you put too much down, you could just take it off. It can move a little bit sometimes if you're pushing too hard, but you'll find that once you get the ink in, it will kind of hold it in there nicely. So we're just gonna go over this, make sure we get all the spots, and then pick up any extra. Like I have that extra. I was kind of generous that last time. And I'm just going to put it right back in the jar and use it later. So this month, if you sign up for our club and get that welcome-ish, you're also going to get your 3 packets. You get 3 packets every month, but this month only, you will get 5 free past transfers. It's an amazing deal. So it costs $21.99 plus your first time that you're joining the club, you actually do get, I think what I'm seeing the transfer through, because this is so slippery. It actually most of it excess comes off, which is weird because sometimes it usually sticks. So this will stain the transfer, but as long as you get it cleaned off with just plain water and our board eraser in the sink, this will totally be reusable over and over and over, even though it will stain. And before I pull, I always make sure I get anything off my fingers because, you know, I'm a messy crafter, and we're going to get that off. So that's it. Let's see. And I'm going to go slow because I can stick this back down and fix it if I missed a spot. Because like I said, some of the areas, oh, that's how it is. I had to check because there's like a little not solid line right there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, I love this. Oh, and it kind of filled in over here. Shoot. I guess lesson learned, go from the outside to the inside on bigger projects. That would be my advice. So I'm just sticking this back on there. I'm going to take this in. I will wash it. It did go under a little bit. At first sight, can you see it? Not really. If you look hard, you can see on this side where it went in. And I don't know. It's a lot. I smooched a lot. So I think it's going to be okay. But I might try to get some of it off. We'll see. We'll see. I won't bother you guys with that because that will bother me like no other. I will leave it. Usually I don't leave it on overnight on the ink pad, but I will leave it on right now while I'm thinking about trying to remove that a little bit. Like I said, if you do it while it's wet, you can usually get it off, wipe towards your project. But this did, and this may be like, it seemed like my ink was a little, I don't know, it's just going to be there because ink is permanent. So it is what it is. But, you know, if you've ever looked at those old paintings, they kind of look exactly like this too. I'm thankful this says figure 1. I think it looks really nice and clean. The rest, there's a couple little smudges on the inside that kind of went under. it is what it is, and I think it's going to be just fine. And but what do you think? Oh, probably not, because it's kind of like that off-white canvas. It's okay. I had thought about like doing some painting in the inside with paste or with but I kind of like it. What do you think? Leave it black or put some color in it? I think I'll have to wait for another day if I do some color though, just because I need it to dry. Okay, well, you know, not everything turns out perfectly, but I like it. It definitely would not be something I would sell, but I would definitely put it on my couch because I think it's cute. And it's a double-sided pillowcase, so I can always do another one on the other side. But I could kind of hear as I went across, it was like kind of scrunchy and like it wasn't fully down. And that's probably what happened. There was a little air bubble there and it let it out. It let it out. It was kind of moving. So usually when I do bigger pieces, I do usually go from the outside to the inside, so that it doesn't go out on outside. Like if you're coming this way around it, then it doesn't go on the outside. It would just smear on the inside if it was going to. And I didn't do that this time. I was kind of going this way. Oh, thanks, Courtney. I kind of like it black too. I think simple, easy, simple. We'll see. But anyway, so those are all the new things. Let me know message me if it was totally confusing. I am more than happy to tell you all the things. Like I said, if you join the club for $21.99 this month, that includes shipping. It is more if you are in Canada. But that includes shipping, the $21.99. And the first time you sign up, you will get a mini squeegee, as well as 3 paste packets to go with this month's transfer. And this month only, you will get 5 past club transfers. It's an amazing deal. Like those B-size transfers, you know, they're almost $20 a piece. So 5 of them, that's like $100 for free. That's amazing. Also, we have that Dream Car bright pink chalk of the month that's only going to be available this month. They're not going to do it. I'm just trying to get this out. Can you wish me luck? I think I'm going to fold it over. Fold it over. This actually, it doesn't even look like it went through, to be honest. A lot of times, like on t-shirts, the ink will sink through the t-shirt, so you'll have it, and then you have to wash your mat off to get that off because you don't want it on there. But I don't like to leave the mat in there because it is a sticky surface and I don't want it to dry up overnight. So I'll just put this back on. I keep all the packaging, make sure that I keep that all clean and everything. So I'm excited you're all here. Make sure that you let me know you were here live. I will go in a minute and check who was here. Is that the right one? I put it in the butterfly. I'm like, that packaging was really large. I guess the butterfly had a little bit bigger. I always try to keep these in the package so they keep fresh for my next use, because you can use the mats over and over as well. Trust me, I probably got about 100 uses out of the last mat. I just replaced this because we were using it so much over the holidays. So anyway, that is the etched butterfly. You get the idea. I might have been kind of thick on the end there with my black ink. Live and learn, right? But like I said, I think it looks really good. I don't think anybody would go, oh my goodness, you have a lopsided butterfly. And that's how it was created, right? Butterflies are all unique, just like snowflakes. I'm pretty sure of it, just like us. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to do all the things for me. This is my small business, and let me know if you want any of those links to the new things, to Dream Car. Just put car down below, and club. If you want more information about the club and getting all those transfers for free, it's a really good deal this month. I can't say enough. So have a great and blessed evening, and keep on crafting.